This is not a political post, even though it's going to seem like it is when you see what I'm about to show you, but I promise you it is not. So stick with me to the end.
If you allow your 2-year-old to smear the contents of his diapers on the wall of your living room, and you do nothing about it, if you allow your 14-year-old to light a joint at the breakfast table, if you allow your hormone-addled 15-year-old daughter to slam the door of her bedroom and give you the finger, you're gonna get more of it. And those kids are gonna wind up in rehab. It's not good for you, and it's not good for them. No. There has to be a point at which dad comes home. Yeah, that's right. Dad comes home. And he's pissed. Dad is pissed. He's not vengeful. He loves his children. Disobedient as they may be, he loves them. Because they're his children, they live in his house. But he's very disappointed in their behavior. And he's gonna have to let them know. He's gonna have to get to your room right now and think about what you did. And when dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad little girl, and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now.
I almost can't believe that this happened because it's so on the nose of a thing I think about sometimes. And this goes with a video I made the other day about how we all suffer when we live in a society that doesn't allow us to be our true selves. All of us are carrying around some level of shame and guilt about ourselves, whether you're conscious of it or not. When you were growing up, you learned to hide yourself so that mommy and daddy would love you. Because one time you touched your wee-wee at Target and mom yelled at you. And those little things add up through our childhood, and often they're much bigger and more serious than that. So we're carrying around a lot of guilt and shame about just being a human being. And when we see other people trying to be their authentic self, it bothers a lot of people. Maybe it bothers you and you don't exactly know why. Maybe it just touches something super deep down inside of you. And so when I saw this, I was like, I can't believe they're doing that just right out in front. And then the crowd cheers. If this kind of metaphor did something to you, if it was appealing to you, I think this is why. And I think it's like a thing in our society that we should get better. Because this is basically, Daddy, they're being bad. Come home and spank them, Daddy. I was good and they're bad, so we have to, I spank them, Daddy. Hey, guess what? I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need dad to come home. I don't need to be spanked, and neither do you. Regardless of what you think about things, we have an emerging problem with our young men who are being bamboozled into this idea that strength is to be the playground bully, to take our weakest and worst impulses and turn that into a virtue. Somehow we've got to show our young men that strength is kindness and empathy. Thinking about that a lot lately. Daddy, come home and spank them. Mind your own business.